Shall we, Mojo?
Welcome back. This is Morning Beats just on Royal TV. We still have Nanga Sonia here, and she's going to move over to birthday page because I love birthdays and everyone loves birthdays. Nanga Sonia, you have the floor.
Yes, straight away we're diving into birthday page, that moment on Morning Beats where we get to celebrate all born on a particular day just like today. You know, today is March 5 and we want to use this opportunity to wish all of who were born on this day. I want to tell you, some are still in the hospital who are about to be born on this day. See?
Yeah.
So it's their birthday today, but then if it's a year later, it's your anniversary. But we are using this opportunity to make them know or feel special, make them know that we have them in mind. And so we have some senders, some followers who have sent us their birthdays for the day. The very first birthday we are celebrating today is that of Princess Frida Tonge. It's her birthday today, and Royal TV is joining your family, entire friends, and the pastoral community to wish you well on your birthday. We say happy birthday to you, to the most wonderful mother in the world. We hope your birthday is as incredible as you are. We know age is just a number, but then if you don't want to be another year older, just start counting backwards. Happy birthday to you, Frida Tonge. Have a blast as you celebrate and enjoy your birthday today. The second birthday we are celebrating today is that of Iya. Iya also turns +1 on this day, and so we got your picture. We are using this medium to celebrate you, to make you feel special on your birthday. We say may your birthday be as wonderful as you are, and of course we are grateful that you were born on this day. Happy birthday, many more years to come. And to all others who were born on this day, we are wishing you guys a lovely and incredible birthday today. This is how we do it on Morning Beats, where you get to send us your picture of the picture of someone you're celebrating, or even if it's your birthday, feel free to send us the picture. Tell us your name. You can send via the number on your screen, which is 67074 3034. Feel free to send us a WhatsApp message with your picture, the name, and maybe a little birthday message, and we promise to celebrate you, or to celebrate whoever it is you're celebrating on Morning Beats. So today we got two, but we know we have many more birthdays. They couldn't maybe get to us on time, but we have them in mind. We are thinking about them, and once again, it's a happy birthday from us to you. I heard on Today in History, we were also celebrating some birthdays today on Noreen. So I will just join family and friends, all who know the stars you were talking about, to say happy birthday to them. So I guess we are finished with birthday page today. No jokes.
Moving on to the question of the day: finding your balance and voice in society important.
Oh, the importance of finding your balance and voice in society, if I want to put it in another sense. It's very important. It is very important because it actually helps strengthen your identity. You know, your voice, your balance is what defines who you are. By when you know your balance, you won't constantly seek for approval. You know, without balance, you need to seek for approval, but with balance, you do you. You are confident in doing whatever it is you feel like doing, whatever it is you want to do. And without balance, you feel lost in comparison. Yes, and also when you do not have balance, you live according to other standards. Yes, to other people's opinion. That is how you live when you do not have balance. But then I go ahead to say that when you have balance, you make decisions confidently, and with balance you also stand firm in your principles. What you need to do is you respect others without losing yourself, because you are confident in the balance that you have. So it's very important to know your balance, to have a voice in the society or the community where you live, because certain decisions there are certain decisions that you make without being influenced. But then if everybody just knows that I can just come in here and toast you and tell you leave your comfort zone or leave this place right now, go over to Boya Town and do this for me, and you just a man or a woman without a yes or a no, I mean, you do not have balance of voice in that society, and people will take advantage of the fact that you are who you are, and they'll start telling you that you are weak. Yes, they will say you are a weak man or you are a weak woman, so they feel free to take advantage of you. But then when we balance and voice in society, it helps build that confidence and that self-respect that you deserve. So it is important to know your voice. It is important to know your balance, because with balance and voice you express your ideas clearly. With balance and voice you say no when it's necessary. I just talked about that. And with balance and voice you also advocate for yourself, not only for yourself. Yes, not only for yourself but for others too. So it helps protect your mental and emotional health. For people who don't have balance of voice, we used to see in films, we used to see around school milieux where they call it bullying. Yes, when you do not have a balance, you do not have a voice, you have people who always want to trample or bully you. So balance helps you manage stress, it helps you avoid burnout, it helps separate your self-worth from public opinion. I know me better than anyone can tell me about me. Yes, it begins with me. It begins with the fact that I am aware of who I am. I have a voice. I can stand. I can talk. I mean, confidently talk, because talking, everybody can do that. But can everybody say what they are saying confidently? So it's very important that you know your balance. If you do not know it now, look for means to find it. And when you find it, know it, learn it, and have a voice in community. Learn to say no when it's necessary, and if it's a yes, feel free to tell them, yes, I can do this. But if you know that you cannot do it and they are asking you to do it, say no. That is you having a voice and balance. Yes, if not, you'll be trampled upon everywhere, every day. I will tell you, people will not stop taking advantage of you. And it also helps to encourage it also encourages healthy relationships. That is when you have a voice, when you have the balance, you communicate openly. We have people who cannot look at you in the face and tell you, Honorine, this is what I want to say. They start giving you the shy look, and they can't look at you. From that first interaction, you know who they are, and you know that you can easily trample on this person, and you cannot trample on this person.
Another one is whenever you have someone who always apologize.
Yes.
When
even for not
when you shout,
yes.
When you shout at a child, you always apologize. They always want to work on you. People always want to take advantage of that particular aspect.
Very correct. And healthy relationships are built on mutual understanding, not silence or domination. So when you know your voice and maintain balance, I would say you communicate openly, you avoid resentment, and you respect boundaries. It's okay to know your balance, it's okay to have your voice, but in doing so, respect boundaries.
Yes, because it's boundaries that you know what to tolerate,
exactly.
what to tolerate,
exactly.
and to have around you.
Exactly. So that's my own little contribution
very important
to your topic today.
Very important.
Okay.
Right now, we want to move on to the next slot, which is news. Thank you so much, Nanga Sonia. It's been a pleasure having you for Horoscope and Better Page. We want to move on to news, and we want to find out what's happening in Cameroon, Africa, the world at large. Let's get on to news and find out what's happening in the world.
Violent mood has settled over the Boya community following the discovery of a local taxi driver's body in Gabonese neighborhood by name Ediage Rex on March 3rd, 2026. Neighbors report having seen him for quite some time, resulting to prompt search that leads to the tragic discovery. Diage's body was carried to the Boya Regional Mortuary. While details are still to emerge, the circumstances surrounding Diage's death remains uncertain, as security officers are still to give official statement to the cause of his demise. The community of Boya is left in fear, as this incident is not the first occurrence with taxi drivers in the northwest and southwest region of Cameroon.
Ediage Lucia is a force to be reckoned with in the Southwest region, tirelessly championing women's empowerment and family welfare. As Women's Day shines a light on progress towards gender equality, Lucia's unwavering dedication makes her an inspiration to many. As a mother of three, Lucia knows firsthand the challenges women face. She thereby emphasizes that many women go through similar struggles.
I think, like every other woman, the biggest challenge I've faced is the challenge of having children and taking care of the children as a single person. Because for my 3 children that I had, I eventually managed to bring them up with the help, just little or no help from their dad. And many children who really go through that. It's a normal phenomenon for me. Like I used to tell women that children belong to the women, because men can have so many children from different women. They call them their children. But the one that comes from your womb is the one that you call your children.
Her faith and resilience drive her to support others. As head of the Southwest Regional Delegation of Women's Empowerment and the Family, Lucia stresses that women in leadership roles must be courageous and determined.
I want to say that for a woman to be a leader, you must be very, very focused. You must be courageous, determined and committed. You should not have any fears. You should know that as a woman, you are a human being. It's not because you are a woman, female gender, that you think less of yourself. And for women, there is inverted comma, open and close, that they must be self-assertive.
She prioritizes self-care, making time for healthy eating and dressing well amidst her busy schedule.
Because what does not enter in the mouth cannot destroy you. What I eat, I try as much as possible to eat the right things, because at a certain age, after 40, you make sure that carbohydrate is not your thing for every day.
Lucia advises young girls to prioritize education and acquire skills. Her trailblazing effort serves as a testament to the power of determination and courage.
So that education is the first thing in life. You have to be educated, be it education that comes from the level of intellect or the one that comes from the level of professionalism. Be educated.
In a world where women's empowerment matters, Ediage Lucia is a shining example of leadership, strength, and inspiration. Her legacy will undoubtedly continue to empower generations to come.
The Women's Counseling and the Information Center WCIC, in alliance with the Ministry of Women Empowerment and the Family, have brought together young girls and women to talk sexual and reproductive health. Given that sexuality is emotional, there is need for participants to know how sexual exploitation manifests.
You have control over your fertility. Do you have control over your sexuality? When, like his writing said, there must be consent. At least they must have your consent. Anything that is not your consent is absent is a crime. It's an offense, and that's why Cameroon law punishes rape. When somebody rapes you, it's an offense, a very serious offense.
In the Southwest region, experts at the Regional Delegation of Women's Empowerment and the Family are putting hands on deck to make sure that women not only know their rights, but that they seek to protect them.
Because the two of them are supposed to be on the table to decide on what happens to family. But generally, 3/4 of our families are being controlled by the men. Prof is doing a lot, especially at the level of trainings. We train women every day. On the radio, we are there to talk to women, to vulgarize, to make sure women understand that if they don't know their rights, they will continue to suffer intimate partner violence, because that is where it begins, knowing your rights. Once you know your right, you'll be able to distinguish when you are violated or not. So
rights are not given on a platter of gold. Therefore, the government of Cameroon is doing the best it can to eradicate certain customary practices which remain a nuance in the violation of women's sexual and reproductive rights.
These girls are here to be educated on their sexual and reproductive rights, because we work with a legal tool that is the protocol to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, on the rights of women in Africa, popularly known as the Maputo Protocol. Yes, the Article 14 of this Maputo Protocol talks on sexual and reproductive rights of women.
The seminar holding under the banner Sexual and Reproductive Rights, making the Maputo Protocol a reality for all women and girls, holding at the Women Empowerment Center in Boya Town, is a teaching time that saves 9.
Intimate partner violence is common in Africa, especially in Cameroon, especially in the Southwest region, because culture is one of the things that has intruded into intimate partner violence and has amplified it. Because even though people are educated to a certain level, they still want to keep that culture that a man is supreme, that whatever a man will say is what counts, and that a man is supposed to be supposed to have the final word to everything that happens. So this intimate partner violence crops up every time that a woman wants to say no to certain things. A man will always make the woman understand that you don't have the right to refuse me sex. Even if you're sick, you have to open your legs for me. You don't have the right to refuse a number of children you must have, because that is what I want and not what the woman wants.
Regional delegate, these women and the young girls now know that sexual exploitation can still come from their partners, but above all, they know it's punishable by the law in Cameroon.
Ça forcément amener des violences dans le couple, forcément, parce que la femme ne se sentant plus protégée.
Women converged on the esplanade of Day in Bagante, where they participated in sporting events to launch activities marking the 41st edition of the International Women's Day. Event was presided over by the divisional officer of Day, Auguste Sumba, who was accompanied by the deputy divisional officer of Bagante district, the 4th deputy mayor of Bagante, departmental delegates, business women leaders, as well as numerous women and girls. Following the sporting activity, the afternoon was marked by a roundtable discussion held at the Bagante Women's Promotion Center, which focused on the themes the role of the community in combating gender-based violence and the rights of widows, all emphasizing on the role of women in the society. Symposium aimed at promoting the rights and responsibilities of women, which is a step towards their integration and professional authorization. It is worth noting that this year's Women's Day celebration is holding under the theme Rights, Justice, Action for All Women and girls.
Ça forcément amener des violences dans le couple, forcément, parce que la femme ne se sentant plus.
The indiscriminate and rampant killing of women and girl children in recent times in Cameroon is a call of concern. Thus, femicide is the killing of women due to gender-based violence. Recent statistics hold that there were 69 cases in 2024, up from 56 in 2023, marking a 23.2% increase. Since January 2026, 67 women have been killed, with 39% of them experiencing physical, psychological, social, or cultural violence. Going regionally, Central Region leads the chart with 41.1%, West Region 14%, Littoral 11% of gender-based violence. Others like the Southwest, Northwest, and Far North regions have been greatly affected by insecurity, displacement, damaged infrastructure, and climate shocks. Despite efforts by non-governmental organizations, the United Nations, and other organizations to combat gender-based violence, including Cameroon's national strategy targeting a 50% reduction in prevalence by 2026, the situation further gets worsened as women still go through the various kinds of violence like emotional violence 78.8%, economic violence 56.9%, physical violence 45.8%, sexual violence 33.7%. So then, parents, women, and husbands have various roles to fight the prevalence of gender-based violence. 1. Parents should open communication with their girl child about boundaries, consent, and safety. 2. Education. Teach your child about their rights and how to recognize potential abuse. 3. Empowerment. Encourage confidence and independence in your child. 4. Monitor online activities. Ensure safe online interactions and monitor social media use. 5. Support networking. Build a trusted network for your child. 6. Model respect. Show respect and equality in your relationships. 7. Teach your child to say no and set boundaries. 8. Encourage them to speak up if they feel uncomfortable. 9. Monitor other interactions with adults and peers. If the above is respected, then we must have been a team against gender-based violence.
At least 6 people were killed on Tuesday when a shaft collapsed in the largest coltan mine in the rebel-controlled Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Witnesses say the bodies of 3 women and 3 men were recovered at the Rubaya mine around 70 kilometers west of Goma. Others were seriously injured in the collapse, which took place at an area of the mine known as the Gasasa Quarry. Relatives flocked to the mine seeking news of family members. It is the second fatal incident at Rubaya in recent weeks. At least 200 people were killed in a massive landslide at that site at the end of January after heavy rainfall. Thousands of artisanal miners work in precarious conditions in Rubaya's pits, most equipped with simple shovels and rubber boots. The huge site accounts for about 15 to 30% of global coltan production and has been controlled by M23 rebels since April 2024. The Rwanda-backed movement makes around $800,000 a month from the mine, thanks to a $7 per kilogram tax on the production and sale of coltan. M23 has seized vast swathes of Eastern DR Congo since its resurgence in 2021, a region rich in natural resources that has been ravaged by conflict for 3 decades. Fighting has intensified in the Rubaya area in recent days, with a drone strike on 24 February killing the M23 military spokesman Willy Ngoma. Emergency teams are recovering victims after a migrant boat capsized off the coast near Derna between Al Tamimi and Al Razim in Libya, once again underscoring the dangers of the central Mediterranean migration route. Search operations are ongoing as authorities work to determine how many people were on board when the vessel went down. The central Mediterranean route, stretching from North African countries such as Libya to is as one of the world's deadliest migration corridors. Migrants and asylum seekers often attempt the crossing in overcrowded and unseaworthy boats, relying on smuggling networks to make the perilous journey in hopes of reaching Europe. According to the International Organization for Migration, more than 2,100 migrants died or went missing while attempting to cross the Mediterranean last year alone. Humanitarian groups warn that the true toll may even be higher as many shipwrecks go unrecorded.
The encounter began on a promising note for the Cameroon women's national football team, who wasted no time asserting themselves in front of home supporters. Just 7 minutes into the match, Kiki Meva found the back of the net, giving Cameroon an early advantage and igniting celebrations in the stands. However, the visitors gradually settled into the game. 25 minutes later, Michelle Alozie capitalized on a defensive lapse to level the score for the Nigerian women's national football team, shifting the momentum in Nigeria's favor. The first half drew to a close. Nigeria intensified their attacking pressure. 2 minutes later, before the break, Omorisola Babajide struck and gave the Super Falcons a 2-1 lead, silencing the Yaoundé crowd and placing Cameroon on the back foot heading into halftime. In the second half, the Lionesses attempted to reorganize and push forward in search of an equalizer. Despite moments of promise and increased attacking intent, they struggled to break through Nigeria's disciplined defensive setup. The Super Falcons remained composed and clinical, eventually sealing the victory when Chiwendu Ihezuo netted the third goal to confirm a 3-1 triumph. Despite the defeat, in the second leg, the friendly series concluded evenly balanced. Cameroon had secured a narrow 1-0 victory in the first leg, courtesy of a goal from Ivanambo Mozomo, ensuring that both sides walk away with 1 win each from the preparatory double-header. The two matches serve as crucial preparation for both teams as they continue fine-tuning their squad ahead of the upcoming continental competitions. While Nigeria will take confidence from their comeback victory in Yaoundé, Cameroon will reflect on lessons learned as they aim to strengthen tactical cohesion, defensive stability moving forward. The historic rivalry between the two women's football giants once again delivered intensity, goals, and valuable experience, a reminder of the competitive spirit that defines women's football on the continent.
away from the newsroom, we are still going to be talking news, and Baba Odogu has joined us and set to break it down to us in another language. He is the person in charge of the PG News, not only here on Morning Beats, that's on Royal Television. Good morning, Baba Odogu.
Good morning, Mama Ono.
Not really Mama Ono.
It is with you.
Are you sleep?
No, I sleep fine.
Okay. So today, I don't know what today when you want to tell me, but I know say something the way you go tell the way you go ginger them. So drop the story for me to hear.
Okay, Mama Ono, you know, say yesterday we stay there for follow up for dig not. Why man there for sleep for inside house and a quarra and he sleep the way he said, you know, even hook up, we sleep they say for the dig not, for the matter we sabi say inside Royal Television. No, they tell you something we did that sort out time. We tell you what way now it happen. Yes. So as you say, I'm now we still the way I never clear for we still want find them. Wait till they happen. As doctor them they for their own side define them. We too we did the not belly to for year wait till it pass for upside.
So more leave you may take you enter inside wait till they happen for upside set.
Correct. We go take now we country people enter for upside the sabi say na inside the Royal Television where we say if you get better toli, yes if you get better toli, when that's all not be only toli way they go need you for corner, then na one way they go for different side them. Yes, we did also gather them set for different side them. And separate we no go say sabi for Kale for take separate big fight off for Sika say we say we gave a ton for inside sometime bring them for one or so we people so upside it. But this one you don't also have him say we would also intercept with a big fight talk for D sharp and big fight talk for D sharp except he come out now for we own combi we own a big taxi driver. Yes now he says that's all the one where they call he own him say Masa Ngalame Adams taxi man we neither aeroplane where they carry Baba for sharp so to bring himself for polo place. Now he says he give with this big pie talk for the sharp way talk say wait if you not get waiting where you want use waiting where you get say waiting. If you not get waiting where you want then use waiting where you say you get So with this one we go take time for throw a salute for all taxi peoples for upside the and we say Masa Ngalame Adams we get your place plenty inside Royal Television plus inside in Kamen inside matter photo leap waiting where the box today now 70 we get himself yesterday this palava for life he come on so he go up so big cry he come out for that side so for inside Tico where we say we still dey that's all inside Tick not wait he cause with the eye them where them dey with the ear them where they hear plenty they say wait as light he come on he go as he last come so one time fire he did that all sipak yes and fire be cash show for that side. Now the result that way he come out so for that side so inside Tico and we say we still able to not for find all what way happen for bring them for one in the proper for some time so we people so upside it and then again we get as Mandal as women day woman their own day where did also come for before plenty in Dongame they did also pass for upside the and you didn't say yesterday we be there with woman them for inside poetry that means for inside faculty where them take for that's what make their own Dongame for see waiting in the pass for upside if you look at with their own big president Professor Prof. What I mean, Regina, is even that's day for day so for what is Nongame, for tell mommy them, tori them, and for that's all give them better Abbas. Yes, for Sika 17, level them, then the check say as they don't own enough chop soya. Wow, yeah, if you pass away, then we tell mommy say as you don't owe plenty. Sabi say wait, you don't go still give Papa a chop. Yes, for give Papa a chop, and you sabi say dung from dung side there it go dry. Make them that's all begin use Vaseline. Yes, make them put Vaseline for the matter. You know the only end for day. Mommy them too, they be that's all great trunk cushion for Giam. That means a trunk to leave for that's all ask them for people so they be that's all come put them sense for head so that side inside Boya and we own man and the big man for Boya, Honorable Maruma Ezembe, he says even day for that so give this mommy them toli for how if Greg he come up for inside locals, they go feel cool now that's all for cool and plenty thing them where he tell them na say wetin violence you know that's all you know there's a help now that's all peace it is help and so if you look at himself money mayo where he do that's all inside Boya can so he too even that's all day for day sabi say this one now for put na small lewa for put strong sense them for we only make them where them dey sell for inside other side them as this one it dey happen for this side na that's all dey happen for inside Muyuka it dey happen for inside Kumba it dey happen sef inside Manfe plus other corner them for inside Kamen and it dey go sef for inside the world too make we work ourselves we get small touching make we hear how the noise if e dey with reme them for that side inside Egboya make we go there.
I want to welcome and sincerely Honorable Kanumba SFA. Please give him a hand. Our Honorable will take us with, we have a topic from 2 to 3 that he will not take up to text. Justice, action for all women and girls. Right, justice, action for all women and girls. And Honorable, it will take us on gender-based violence, legal framework, prevention strategies, and survival support system. So it will tell me about these women and young girls. Violence, you are welcome. May we give you a hand.
Thank you, mommy boss. Woman,
we are blessed.
Woman,
we are blessed.
Okay, quickly make a thank boss, my mama, the magistrate, and for this Palava gender-based violence. And we don't do plenty training them right up to Israel. So now we start. When I go ask you a question, the more I answer me, it will be not just a small conversation. When we talk about violence, which they come to violence, strategies and survival support systems. The number one, when we say violence, which come to mind, my money sunshine mayor. Even if they cut a new
violence. It did that thing where it can knock you for small pigeon. That means say someone fi fight you, the violence that. Even for talk, violence they too for talk. Someone fi talk some bad talk where you no fine, he curse you, insult you, abuse you. That's also violence that.
Then it means say, you not really know what you do. You really get interest in what you do. Because this place they no man of force on a here. When come out of our own mind, and for the love we get and for the party, because cannot be for the ordinary women, not for the WCPDM women. WCPDM, oh yeah. So it's
Yes, sir. We country people should say, you don't turn on yes, how it is also pass for inside the side. You see, I'm saying, mommy, where the local woman them for inside Sawa, it too, even that's a day for inside and Dongame. Sabi say, them be teach mommy them for san level, they not be taken from Guakere level. Yes. And mommy them too, they be also they will get plenty. We will get answer one way they can like participate, and that one the one way they can for learn them, plus the one way they can for teach and fine. All them, they be also they inside the matter for that's all the alarm and the year for one time. Make we work out, we get smart up. We would also bring them back over some time. Make we get smart up for yeah. Wait till this way two for that side so if we get them for 30 people them. Walk away with go.
I don't think that's why glass is so the kind of hours because I remember
Miss Land of Glory, now life and joy and holy song. Thy be honor, thy devotion and dependence. Don't teach me how for say if you deal with your man for house, you know how if you handle your husband. No means say this when you deal with your man for house, you know if you give you that respect. Because if you respect what they say a house, your things they say a house, no if you move well. Then they teach you how concerning youth how they don't be different now, drugs and other things. So we don't say how we fit try to make a way between them, fit try to follow up how things they feel be. Because these jobs don't make some of them don't be bad. Some don't get interest for go school, don't be drop out. They like to do things where it be fine. Just because the jobs don't make them jobless and even think of what if it happen tomorrow for their life. Well, they join bad friends. Some they join their bad friends. Because you don't be with that bad friends and idiots start do that thing, then they will try to make you imitate. Wait way it will do them. You will get weak system, you two will join.
Yes,
the concerning charging of the bags. They say if be like girl, if you get the cucumber, when you see girl picking the often whole cucumber for your hand, try for give monitor you for see which way it do with that cucumber. Yes. Then for the boys, also they take drugs when they come back from school. You try to search their bags, or when you see boy people you need to wash about 1 or 2 days. Try to monitor you which way it happen when you need to wash. Because we really say they give us on our oath on how they tell you say this one no wash. Sometimes they kill that we are drop with the taker or something like that.
Thank you. We have our annual activities, especially during this Women's Day celebration or Women's Day week activities, and we work in line with the Women Empowerment Center, the regional delegation. This time we gather together as politicians to look on the woman and the health, to look on the women in politics and governance. And if you have to be a successful politician, you must be a lobbyist. You must know how to lobby people. So today we came together to encourage the women to advocate, to say no to violence against women and young girls, to be as a lobbying force so that we can achieve more in serving the society. And so today has been a very, very successful day because we have learned a lot. We have gathered knowledge about our grassroots politics and militancy, and we have encouraged women that are going back. They should work with their social executive, they should work with their branch president so that we can have economic, social, political results. And you know, when the woman stand for the economy, the woman stand for politics, the woman stand for social affairs, things will move well.
Now that way you say Peter Yeram where Mami Wena that's our president for Woman CPDM for inside FACO 3. Now that you don't have a day matter fine and said Yeram where to wondering where you can book and learn for inside this small liwa where they make up. Yesterday we put sense plenty for woman their head. You don't talk 70. This one na for study their own jacka them inside locals for second 70. You see some jacka, if you see the one where you walk kukuma, when a woman begin fear yes, nothing whether they say we talk kukuma na for chop now before use for the other way, and then for their own point jacka them na for second 70 as they come up for you. Charge back order back country there for inside. Tramadol, diamond bone, and other strong one. Don't forget separate. Wake up so we come to people, and then we'll come over that side where this one said we still have gather and bring them for 1 hour. 670 inside Ole where television where if you get a better totally so vote for some people where you block you sabi say for inside where every after 5 minutes traffic any after 5 minutes we go also bring am wetin sef e dey happen with am today inside locals for royal television. So and sabi say wetin man pikin number wey dey don also select am for inside country for lion team. We see am say wetin man wey na also comot number 1 for inside man pikin football for all Cameroon corner dem. E no dey for calling wey dey make am. I be tell una say today for some time we say we go open that matter for all man for that so give on talk wetin wey e see am wey e vex am and wetin sef e dey sweetie for this matter for road and road blocking inside Boya and sef plus this one for inside Indomitated. Yes, ma ono na so wetin this road be gather am for give am for our people and we go also open am fine for some time.
Yes, Baba Odogu, before you go, you get to answer me the question for the day.
Okay.
It talks say finding your balance and voice in society. How it be important any person find a balance, a stability, and a voice for inside this society. So it will be important.
For Sika say we go just knock am one time for hate. You sabi say e fine as you human beings, whether na boy or na girl, whether na reme sef or na repe or young or lady dem, one thing wey dey for sabi na say sabi yourself first. But if when me talk say for know yourself not because yes, not because say you sabi yourself and before you wan sabi something, sabi say inside matter when you dey sit down quiet, e no fine for too big cold and e no fine for hot plenty. You wey you dey where you too hot, you go hear am. You wey you dey you too cold, you go hear am. So you get to sabi yourself and sabi all place where you fit talk or place where you fit dey quiet. Na that way we get am.
Okay, that's what he says so that you can get an equilibrium or a balance. You should know when to say what and why to say or why you should say what you are saying. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Baba Odogu, for joining us today. And of course, tomorrow we think and we know, why not God willing, that you will be here with us for another.
God will only prayer since. Metusala, na my second name.
All that.
You're welcome back, my people. This is Morning Beat on Royal TV, and right now we have Natalie Juma, who is here to give us beauty and health slot. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Lima Trude, and good morning to our royal ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to just give a basic health tip, which is really an essential part where we don't get respect. Should you know we're in the dry season and there is a lot of skin rashes now, and it is being caused by our regular healthy habits which we don't practice on our own chain. First, in order to reduce skin diseases, you should wash your hands frequently, and especially after touching wounds or public surfaces. You should also keep cuts and scrapes clean and covered. You should shower regularly, especially after workouts and sweating. That is to prevent skin disease. And also use a clean towel, or better still, wash your towels after every weekend or every weekend, after every 2 days. If for babies, and for adults, probably after every weekend, wash your towels. And also moisturize to prevent dry and cracked skin. These are hacks, or these are practices that will help reduce you from contacting skin disease. Diving straight to beauty. Today I will not be talking about the regular makeup on Orincheng or the regular skincare, but today I will be bringing you pertinent tips for the men on how to rock your loafers. When we talk of loafers, we talk of gentlemen shoes. We talk of those aesthetics that makes your dressing looks unique. Those aesthetics that, you know, when you dress and you come out with something good on the leg, it actually adds some flair and why not chic to your dressing. First, you should dress for occasions. That is, you should wear them. Your shoes should match your event. If you're wearing an Ankara dress, you should probably go for an Ankara made loafers or so, or sandals that befit your dressing. Also, you should know your feet. Knowing your feet is to ensure a comfortable and snug fit. That is, you should go for a shoe that is your shoe size. Don't go for a shoe that is above your shoe size or below. Just go for a fit that matches that dressing that you wear. Also, mix and match. That is, in order to mix and match, you should pair sneakers with sometimes suit or with t-shirt. And like I said, if you're going for an Afri you can have something like that on the screen. Go for a gentle shoe or a slippers or loafers like that will match your dressing. And equally, invest in quality. You can go for something customized. Yes, you can go for something like the Ankara piece. You can go for something that matches that event where you are going to. If it's a cultural event, if it is a fashion event, if it is church or whatever, just go for a piece that you invest in it. And finally, play with colors. You can have a shoe, a multicolor shoe, depending on how you rock it to make your style unique and fashionable.
Thank you so much, Natalie Juma. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much.
We are almost running out of time and we have a few slots to take. We are going to move on to the next slot, and that's newspaper review. Let's get on a short break, and when we get back, Sharon Tita is here to deliver to us newspaper review.
Time for newspaper review on the program on in which Sharon Tita is in place to bring to us the nitty-gritties of the paper. So Sharon, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm excited that you are joining us on yet another edition of the program. So just delve into the papers.
You have the floor.
All
Do not
right.
greet me to.
Good morning,
to
Sorry about that. You're looking good this morning.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's move over to our newspaper review. We have the Horizon newspaper, which says Campus MRC requests audience with hope, and it also talks about CDC loses board chair. We now move over to Municipal Update newspaper. Municipal Update newspaper says CDC board chair hopes Sona Ebai bows out. It also talks about Tarikon Credit Union unveiling enticing digital services. And also this news on the Regional Council Southwest Regional Assembly budget 15 billion francs CFA. We now take you to the Sun newspaper, which talks about Elekam replaces Tico branch heads after protest. And it also talks about CDC board chair. CDC board chair loses. CDC loses board chair. Hope Sona Ebai. And this other news on the PM. PM John Gute describes smart classrooms as transformational for Cameroon. We now take you to the Guardian Post newspaper. The Guardian Post newspaper says CDC CPDM rejects an insane Ekane even at death. It also talks about obituary. No hope for hope. The Cameroon Development Corporation CDC board chair Hope Sona Ebai died in the early hours of yesterday in Douala after a brief illness. So, dear viewers of Royal TV, that's what made the headlines on today's edition for our newspaper review.
Rosita, thank you. Of course, we are going to be coming back with another edition. Why not tomorrow? Let's leave her to catch her breath. We also all catch our breath, and then when we come back, we conclude the program with the sports one. Good morning, Claudia. She's here and we are down. We have to talk sports before we say bye-bye. Welcome to Morning Beats, Claudia.
Our television. This morning, I am Claudia and I will be taking the sports slot. That is, we have enough for you today, especially when it comes to football in the region. And why not players making wave in the Southwest region. First, we will take you to Kumba to talk about James Orok, who is a defender for Kumba City FC. But we call him Sejan Pepe, the commanding force on Kumba City's right flank in the highly competitive Elite 2 Championship this season. One name continues to rise above the rest in the right back position, and that is James Orok Ebai of Kumba City FC. Arguably one of the best right backs in the championship so far, Ebai has redefined the role with a rare blend of defensive solidity and attacking precision. While defenders are traditionally judged by their ability to stop goals, Ebai has given a step further. He is currently the club's leading scorer with 3 goals and 1 assist in just 5 matches. His attacking numbers tell only part of the story. Twice he has confidently converted penalties, and once he called home a free kick with remarkable composure, underlining his expertise in dead ball situations. In pressure moments, Sejan Pepe, as he is fondly called, steps forward like a true leader. But beyond statistics, it is his influence on the pitch that sets him apart. Ebai's overlapping runs down the right wing consistently stretch opposing defenses, creating a numerical superiority in attack. His dangerous crosses into the box often leave defenders scrambling, turning defensive transition into swift attacking threats. Defensively, he remains disciplined, and tactically, he remains steady. He reads the game intelligently, times his tackles effectively, and commands his flank with authority. Much like a sergeant directing operation, his leadership from the back provides balance to Kumba City's system, ensuring that while he pushes forward, his team's defensive structure remains intact. In the league, where consistency defines greatness, James Orok Ebai is proving the modern fullbacks are no longer just defenders. They are complete footballers. If his team form continues, Sejan Pepe may be well remembered as one of the standout performances of the MTN Elite 2 campaign. We move straight to the Southwest region, where we have the kickstart of the Southwest Regional League, which is coming up on the 14th of March, that is next weekend, which will see teams compete in this region to know who is going to represent the region for the 2026 Interpols yet to be known destination. For the 2025-2026 Southwest Regional League Championship, which is to kickstart in March, bringing together 24 clubs divided into 4 competitive pools as team battle for qualification to the mini Interpols. In Pool A, we find Fako United FC, Talented Sports Academy, Best Stars, Boya United FC, Kamjo Sports Academy, and why not Rising Stars, who will contest for the 2 top spots. In Pool B features Elexpo of Limbe, Sinode Football Academy of Boya, Al Jazeera Football Academy of Moyoka, and why not Dream Soccer, Ates and Mount Cameroon in that pool, and it promises to be a tightly contested group. In Pool C, it is made up of Boya City FC here in Boya, Option Sports Academy of Limbe, Destiny Restoration of Limbe, Manu United here in Boya, and Summer Sports Academy of Boya. While in Pool B, it includes Legend FC of Kumba, Kumba Lakers of Kumba, Future Dreams of Kumba, Waspito still in Kumba, Manu United of Mafe, and why not the recently promoted APA FC of Kumba. According to the competition's format, the first 2 teams from each pool will qualify for the mini Interpols. The crossover fixture will see first Pool A face second in Pool C, first in Pool B take on second in Pool D, and the first Pool C will clash with the second in Pool A, and why not the first in Pool D will meet the second in Pool B. With promotions, ambitions, and regional pride at stake, the clubs remain at the top, while the battle for who is definitely going to take on the trophy as Southwest champions, while we await that in the weeks or the months ahead. We stay focused and we will know who is going to actually be the head in the Southwest region and nation.
Yes, we stay focused just to know who will be the head in this particular region. Thank you. Tomorrow we are hoping that you will take us again to the pitch, and why not, we'll be running behind you as you give us updates on what sports have in place. Let's take a short break. When we come back, the program. Welcome back to Morning Beats, just on Royal TV. We have some few announcements we want to give, and we are almost drawing the curtains for Morning Beats this morning. Please, I need there's a job offer for a salesperson to sell shawarma my 16 in front of the Mac snack bar. Salary is very encouraging, plus other benefits too. If interested or have someone, you text 670 74 30 34 and you negotiate the price, and every other information in regards to this job will be given to you. To sell shawarma
at my 16. Another job offer is 2 people to work at a documentary in Boya. If interested, send in a message to 67074 3034. 67074 3034. These are 3 job offers. If you want any of them, just text the numbers on your screen on Orange.
Yes, just to index that we are not just Royal TV, we also are Royal Cable Network, and of course what you see at the bottom of your screen is called a scroll bar. You can reach out to us, whatever job offer you want, whatever advert you want. We are an advertisement agency as well. We will be here to prep everything with you and to make sure that your vision, why not your idea or your brand, comes to the limelight. So you can trust our Royal Services or our advertisement agency. We have definitely come to the end of the program. We're going to say bye-bye to you. Et on vous demande de rester scotché sur les programmes seulement sur Royal Télévision. Demain, je serai là. On va beaucoup parler en français puisqu'on va parler de la journée internationale de la femme. On reste dans le thème de la journée internationale de la femme qui parle des droits. So tomorrow I will be here definitely to talk again.
We will be here tomorrow, same time and same hour, just on Royal TV, the new vision of Africa. Right now we've come to the end of Morning Beats. Don't go nowhere. Royal TV has a whole lot in store for you today. I've been your host for the morning, Lima Trade Mojoko. Catch ya.
Royal TV, morning dingy. Na new day we done land. Na new day we done land. Sunrise touching my window pane. Fresh new hope falling like rain. Yesterday's tears I let them go. Today is calling, my heart says go.
Brand new day, brand new dream, play around mind, sharper vision, I breathe in faith, I walk in light. This morning feels so right.
Forget the stress of yesterday, no rewind, we move forward. New focus, new opportunity, open your eyes, see possibilities.
It's a brand new day, we rise again. New dreams alive in the morning sun. New focus, new ways, new opportunities. Start your day with morning dew. Brand new day,
no fear,
no delay.
Yesterday done
pass, make we move today. One nation, one vibe, one heartbeat.
Wake up your world with morning beats. Mountains high, where dreams they climb, reach sky. Bling Bessie, they whisper peace. As the waves say, hope never cease. Down to Tico, Muyuka flow, Mundemba sunshine, make your spirit grow. Kumba, Ekondo, Titi strong. I'm fair, Ekona, sing this song.
Do all waking city on fire, on the shine, listening my bafu some crew, and understand, and they dancing across the line. Marua glow with morning grace, creepy beach smile with ocean pace. River, life so sweet, everywhere they move with the beat.
Now today we get, make we use them well. No time for regrets, no time for stress, so well. C'est un nouveau jour, une nouvelle chance. Avance avec foi, avance avec confiance. If yesterday failed you, no worry at all. This morning I am home, stand up.
It's a brand new day, we rise again. New dreams alive in the morning sun. New focus, new ways, new opportunities. Start your day with more than less. Brand new day, no family day.
Yesterday
don't pass, make we move today. One nation, one vibe, one heartbeat.
Wake up your world